or this is the current state of the game. It's technically playable. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of stuff added. As I said earlier, power-ups.
Got it.
Different type attacks on your characters. More characters, more maps, proper maps, a HUD, music, sound effects, vibrations in your controls. But for now...
Wait a minute. What was that last one?
Vibrations in your controls.
Oh, What is going on, everybody? So today is a very emotional day for me because today marks the end of an era. The end of developing my newest game, Shield Shock. If you don't already know, Shield Shock is a party platformer fighting game all about blocking and using defense as your main offense. I've been working on this game for about 10 months now, and if we go back to the very beginning, real quick, we are going to go through a rundown of every single devlog we have done to date and what we focused on in each episode. Alright guys, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Starting the game completely from scratch. Implementing in multiplayer, fine-tuning the blocking and attacking mechanics, 4-player multiplayer and adding in power-ups, adding new shooting mechanics and special abilities into the game, creating the Shield Shock logo, adding in stage hazards and new maps to play on, putting in music and sound effects, the complete beginnings of the arcade mode, making the game just overall look much nicer, adding in new backgrounds, a new main menu, lighting, and particles, implementing upgrades into the arcade mode and adding class mode for the versus mode, creating towers for the arcade mode, and finally, 13 devlogs later, finishing off the final roster for the full version of the game. But hold on, this wouldn't be a Shield Shock Devlog video if I didn't add something new to the game and put it live for you guys to play right away. So what's new for this devlog? Well, the changes were pretty minimal, but I did add in a few things which I'm going to be showing on screen now, which includes creating a stamina bar on the HUD above your character, as that was probably the most requested thing people wanted to see in the game since the early access launch back in December. Also, enemies can now become enchanted with some pretty rare special stat bonuses. Things will definitely get pretty interesting on the Horde waves, which happens every 10 levels, where all enemies that spawn will be enchanted with some kind of buff, and spawning will be a little bit more hectic. There are 3 different kinds of enchantments for enemies to spawn with. The red enchantment will slightly increase the total max health of the enemy, while tremendously buffing the actual damage for the enemy. The blue enchantment will kind of do the opposite effect, having a huge increase to the enemy's health and a slight increase to their damage. And finally, the yellow enchantment is going to slightly increase the enemy's health, but will also give the enemy increased movement speed and drastically increasing their rate of fire. This was an awesome game to work on, and I'm so happy that I decided to start working on this game back in May of 2019. But to be honest with you guys, I think it is time to move on to bigger and better things. I've learned a lot through my process of developing this game, and I even upgraded my software from GameMaker to Unity in the past month, so I'm very excited to see where that leads me. But as of right now, Shield Shock is finished. It's very sad to see this game go from the channel. I'm sure you'll see it again, but I really do think that I can continue growing as a game developer and create better games that you guys will appreciate even more than Shield Shock. I don't want to already start putting this game down, and I am very proud of it, but this is a happy devlog as I am celebrating the future of the channel and where it is headed for the second half of 2020. Anyway guys, I'm gonna leave it there. this has been the final Shield Shock Devlog video on this channel. I really hope you enjoyed the series, and I hope you enjoy the game. The link is in the description if you would like to purchase the game, as it is fully out on Steam for anybody to play. The game is only about $5 US. I wanted to keep things very affordable and just have as many people playing as possible, which is why I put the price point so low. I will see you in the next one, but until then, have a great life.